It is windy, windy, windy out here this morning. I'm talking big time windy. Can the wind direction predict something that will help you catch fish? Now that's a tough one. Good morning, guys and girls. November 13, Genesis, the very first part of the Bible. Genesis 4:7, that's early on. If you do things well, by the way, this is God talking. If you do things well, I will accept you. But if you do not do them well, sin is ready to attack you. Sin wants you, but you must rule over it. God, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Well, let me tell you, that's God talking, and who he's talking to is Cain. You remember Cain and Abel, the children of Adam and Eve, the two boys of Adam and Eve. And this particular instance, when God talked to Cain, was right after Cain and Abel had made an offering to the Lord. And God accepted Abel's offering, but he didn't accept Cain's offering. Now, it doesn't really necessarily tell us why. I'm sure that God had set up some sort of regulation or whatever for offerings to him, and but for some reason he didn't accept Cain's offering. It might have been he just gave him some vegetables or something, I don't know. It might not have given him the choicest or whatever. And Abel, who was a shepherd, Abel might have given him his very best lamb as an offering to God. But for some reason he didn't accept him, and so he didn't feel like that was doing well. But he said, if you do things well, I will accept you. But if you do not do them well, he doesn't say he won't accept him there, but he said if you do not do them well, sin is ready to attack you. Sin wants you, but you must rule over it. It's going to be kind of a, that's a lot right there. By the way, I'm reading out of the Catch of the Day book I wrote back in 2005. If you're not subscribed to this Catch of the Day YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button right now. If you are subscribed, share this with as many friends as you can, because it's the most important channel on YouTube. By the way, I wrote another daily devotional this year and last year. Well, it took me 7 or 8 months to write it. I guess I started early this year. I guess I started last year on the thing. But anyway, we'll have that book about March. But we will start January 1 reading from the new book. It's called Catch a Better Life. And we'll have those available probably about March, something like that. Okay, here's what I wrote about this. The elements play a big part in any day's fishing. Maybe most of the perfect days occur when we have to work. And we can't even go fishing. Wind, like we're having today, rain, hot, cold, high water, low water, muddy water, clear water. Every situation can pose a problem for us when we're fishing. The better fisherman that you become, the more you'll be able to use different circumstances to your benefit. That's right. You can actually use high water to your benefit. You can use low water to your benefit. Muddy water, clear water, cold days, hot days, calm days, windy days. You can use all of that for your benefit, and that's why the better fisherman you become, the more you will be able to catch them no matter what the circumstance is. God expects us to excel. God expects us to be exceptional people. He wants us to succeed and do things well, get this, in every circumstance. That's right. He wants us to be exceptional in every circumstance. He will not abandon us when we don't do as well as we should, but he does give us a warning. This is a big deal. When we goof off, sin will be there to pounce on us. When we don't do as good a job as we're capable of doing, no matter what we're doing, sin will be there to pounce on us. We either rule over sin with God's help, or sin will rule over us. Make a commitment today to excel in your life circumstances. Whatever they may be, whatever you may be doing, be an exceptional person. Make sure that you excel in whatever you're doing today, and you will reap his rewards, God's rewards. God will reward you for being an exceptional type person. He will reward you for doing your very best, no matter what, under all circumstances. The boss treating you wrong, do as great a job as you can. Your wife not cooking your eggs just right, be as good a husband as you can. Your kids are messing up and not making good grades and not minding, not doing whatever, be as good a father as you can or a mother as you can. Be as exceptional as you can in whatever circumstance you might be in. And your circumstance might be really, really bad. You might be in a bad circumstance. And here's the deal. You don't say, oh, it's me, and have a little pity party. People love to have pity parties. Poor, pitiful me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Excel in that circumstance as you are. God will reward you. He'll get you out of that circumstance if need be. If need be, He'll get you out of that circumstance. And you will reap His rewards. You'll reap His rewards. By the way, Cain killed his brother Abel shortly after this happened. He killed his brother. And so not only did sin pounce on him, sin ruled him to the point of murder. To the point of murder. That's how big a deal this is. That's a mouthful verse, Genesis 4:7, but it really says a lot, and it tells us, do things well. Do things well, because sin is ready to attack you. Here's our tip for today. Wind direction will predictably position bass on structure or cover. They will position bass, and once we understand how they're positioned, we're able to catch them better. A bass is, let's say, a 14, 15, 16, 18, 20-inch bass. The head is where we want to put our bait, not the tail. If you put your bait by his tail, you're 15, 16 inches, however long the fish is, away from the area that he can bite your bait. So we want to put our bait near the head of the bass. Just to give you a little quick primer on that, without going into a lot of other circumstances, because there's a lot involved in it, when the wind is blowing really, really hard, fish that are up shallow are going to be facing into that wind. So the shallow fish are facing out. So if you're throwing your bait to the bank and bringing it out, you're bringing it by their tail, not their head. You need to get in close to the shore, throw out, bring in, throw out, bring in, throw out, bring in. Now the fish are down a little bit deeper because waves hit the shore, goes down, and come back out. So the current's coming in, bass is facing toward the current. Fish that are down a little deeper, they're facing back toward the bank. So if you're fishing like a crankbait that's running 6, 8, 9 foot deep, then you want to throw to the bank and bring that crankbait down. Just that little deal right there will help you catch more fish. But wind will put fish in a predictable place where you can catch them better. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.